Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a special one. It is my birthday. So not only is this going to be a birthday get ready with me, but it will also be me reviewing some new products. So as you can see by the colour of my dress, this year's birthday outfit is nothing else but Barbie inspired, with this year obviously having the Barbie movie release and you know, all the Barbie makeup and everything that's been coming out, all the Barbie outfit inspirations, makeup inspirations. I've been feeling inspired too, and obviously Barbie is something that not just every girl but every guy as well grows up with, hearing about or playing with. It's just taken me right back to my childhood, and we are going to be trying out a Barbie kind of inspired makeup look, hopefully. And yeah, this dress is also Barbie pink, and it's from H&M, and yeah, that is what we'll be doing today. I'm very excited, not just because it's my birthday, but because of the Barbie makeup too. So with the Barbie makeup releases that we've had in the UK, the one that I've only really come across is the Barbie NYX collaboration. And it's, I think, exclusive to Superdrug as well. So I did manage to pick all this up before things went out of stock in, you know, Superdrug, and it was actually really nice to go into store, because I was looking at ordering it online, but it was actually really nice to just go in store and actually shop like face to face after a really long time, and actually have a look at the products, have a look at the Barbie display stands and how they're advertising it. And you know, it's a lot more than just releasing, you know, new products at this point. You know, there has to be a whole kind of, not a hoopla, but you know, effort made to really advertise the products as well. So it's really interesting to see all of that, you know, face to face. I'm going to show you the products in the bag. So firstly, we've got the Barbie movie ombre eyelashes. I don't know, to be honest, how, you know, if I'll be actually even using these today. So you can see they've got kind of this pink, Barbie light pink, almost baby pink kind of, you know, colour to some of the lashes there. And yeah, I don't know how I'm really gonna put this in my look. I'm not really a big falsies person anyway, so the fact that these are very voluminous and you know, they're like the full-on fake lashes. I will find a way to incorporate this into some look, but I don't think I'm feeling this for my birthday glam today, so I'm gonna not really focus on the lashes. The next thing that we've got are the jumbo eye pencils, and NYX is known for their jumbo eye pencils, especially the white coloured one. And this is a blue and a pink one. Obviously Barbie is the pink and then blue is for Ken. We also have two eyeshadow palettes with like mini lip glosses attached to them, and I think the lip glosses are kind of from their existing collection, because you've got the clear gloss with the Ken shadows, and then you've got the kind of this kind of shimmery pink one with the Barbie palette. That one is called It's a Barbie Party, the pink one, and you can see the shades here at the top. So I'm really interested in kind of actually delving into the packaging. And then this one is called Turn Up the Kenergy, and you can see the color scheme here. It's yeah, really interesting color schemes actually. So yeah, I'm excited to actually delve into the palettes itself. We also have a cheek palette. So this is the Greetings from Barbie Land cheek palette, and it looks like you've got two blushes and a highlight in the middle, and yeah, these look pretty cool. The packaging is very like nostalgic. It reminds me of the old school like magazine makeup packaging that we used to get, and it like almost toy-like, but like, I don't know, really nostalgic. I think they did really well with the packaging and the whole, you know, theme of everything. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine Barbie using this. This made me crack up. This is a little compact mirror, but it's in the shape of a mobile phone. And I just looked at it and I was like, I was kind of two-minded getting it, and then I was like, you know what, if anything, like once all the makeup products and things, hopefully, you know, I'll hit pan or finish or whatever, like I probably won't hold on to those, but I feel like this is something from the collection that would be like very long standing, like that you could actually keep in your collection for a long time and kind of be very nostalgic about it all. We've got 3 lip products here. So 2 of the products are a matte lip cream, and so there's 2 shades of pink here, which surprised me because I didn't think they would do 2 shades of pink, so I'm curious to see how different the shades are. We've got Dream House Pink, and then we've got Perfect Day Pink. So looking at the packaging itself, it looks like Dream House Pink might be a little bit more purple toned, but yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll kind of find out when we swatch them on the lips. And then there's also a lip gloss, so it's a Barbie Party butter gloss, and it looks like a very pink shade. Not gonna lie, I feel like these kind of pink shades are already around. Like the first thing that comes to mind is the Milani, those matte lipsticks. There is a very lovely kind of this kind of fuchsia pink lipstick in that collection as well. So I feel like these shades aren't anything revolutionary. I mean, at the end of the day, it's pink, and we've had all shades of pink already for gazillions of years when it comes to, you know, lipsticks and lip products. I guess it's still quite nice to have a kind of a pink kind of themed lipstick or lip gloss with the Barbie packaging, and you know, I mean, especially this lip gloss, it's like clear at the top and everything, and it does look very Barbie like. It looks like something Barbie would use. So although these shades are already out there, and you know, you could find, you know, if this collection runs out, you could find dupes for you know, these kind of shades easily, I would say, hopefully. You know, it's still quite nice to have the collection. So yeah, those are all the products, and we will be trying them out. What I'm going to do actually is do my base very quickly first, and then once we get to some of the eye products and the cheek products and lip products, I'll come back on camera and show you what these Barbie NYX products are looking like, just to speed up things because I am supposed to be going out. It's my birthday. So yes, I don't want to be spending too much time kind of waffling through, but I will make sure to list all of the products in the description box below that I'm using, so that you guys are made aware of what's on my face. But anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes and I'll be looking a little bit more glam than this. Right, so I have the majority of my base makeup done now, and we are just going to dip into some of the NYX products. I'm thinking we should start off with eyes. We've got the jumbo pencils and the 2 eyeshadow palettes to go off of. I'm gonna actually open up these so that I can see. Oh my god, this is just so nostalgic. Look at this. It's literally like how makeup was back in the day from magazines, and it's even got this little key attachment. Yep, so we've got the Barbie and the Ken palettes, and yeah, it's just so nostalgic seeing the packaging this way. It's actually very travel convenient as well when you think about it, because it's very slim, very small, and then you've also got lip glosses attached to them, and I'm pretty sure you can probably, you know, take this off and attach it to something else like your phone. But yeah, I'm really excited to dip into the actual palettes now. So I think this butter gloss is already an existing shade. Yeah, tiramisu. So this is the Barbie palette. That is very interesting. We've got 2 significant shimmers, so one very much fuchsia pink and a kind of a bright gold, and then the rest of the 4 shadows are all mattes. So we've got this kind of deep brown, almost has a little bit of a grey kind of purple tint to it, and then a standard brown and a peach, and then a kind of like a camel toned colour. So that's quite a nice palette. And then we've got the Ken palette, which is looking like this inside, so a lot more colourful. We've got two shimmers there. We've got a slightly deeper gold and then a kind of a lilac purple, which is really, really nice there. I wish they had gone for a different shimmer than the gold, because we have got gold in the Barbie palette as well. I mean, they don't look similar, as in this, the gold in the Chem palette is more of a true gold, and this is kind of more of a champagne gold when you look at it kind of up close, eye to eye. So yeah, I wish they had gone for a different shade, but I guess if you weren't picking up both palettes and you just wanted to pick up one palette, you know, then it wouldn't hurt. But if you've got two, it's kind of a wasted space, having two kind of very similar shades in both palettes. And then yeah, so in the Chem palette you've got a purple matte, a pink matte, yellow and blue. A lot more colourful on the Chem palette, and this is a little bit more kind of wearable. So I'm just gonna dip into the palettes and see how we go. I'm thinking I should prime my eyelids because I do have problems with my eyeshadows creasing a lot. Okie dokie, so I've primed my eyelids, so we're just gonna go straight into the eyeshadows now. I think I might do kind of a mix of both palettes today and kind of just go with a bit of creativity and see where it takes me. So I think the first shade that we're going to go in with is this camel toned shade, just to kind of set the brow bone and everything, and go from there. The shadows are pretty like decent sized. I really like the really kind of slim packaging and like very well thought out. So this camel shade is not really going to do much for us. It's just going to kind of act as a transition and a kind of set the primer in place kind of a shade. So that's why I'm kind of taking it all the way up to the brow bone, so that it looks kind of very nice and clean, almost, you know, seamless. Next, I feel like I want to go in with this peach shade. I'm going to use a slightly smaller shadow brush, and yeah, we're going to go in with this peach shade from the Barbie palette. So the first two shades I've used so far is from the Barbie palette, and I'm just going to kind of go into the crease line with this and kind of just blend up. Shadow so far, this colour as well, looking pretty pigmented, so I'm just kind of going quite slowly just into the crease here. So yeah, I'm just building it up. The lighting isn't great. I've got a window on that side, so I think that side's looking a little bit brighter, so the shadows might look a little bit off in terms of like depth once I've kind of blended it out, but I am looking in my mirror here as well and trying to get it matched up as possible. That's actually a really nice peach colour. It's kind of come out a little bit more kind of coral pink on my eye. Next, I think I'm gonna go in with a slightly smaller brush, and I'm gonna go in to thinking whether we should do kind of matching legs, because this pink would really match. Should we kind of go off tangent and use the purple? It all depends what shimmer I want to use, and I think it's a tie between this lilac and that pink. I think the lilac's a little bit more wearable, so because we're going in that route, I think I'm gonna go for the purple first and see where that takes us. So with this purple, I'm gonna go kind of out into the outskirts of my eye, the outer third. So I think, is this the first shade we're using from the Cam palette, I think. Yeah, it is. But I do like how one is more wearable and one's more kind of colourful, because I think, you know, those of us who want to experiment with colour will pick up the Cam palette, and those of you who want a more wearable look but still want to be a part of the Barbie collection, you can go for the Barbie palette and still be very happy with the looks that are kind of you're getting from them. So yeah, it's all to do with preference at the end of the day. The shadow is building up decently. It's not the darkest purple. It's kind of coming off slightly paler on the eye, but then at the end of the day, all of these is going on a Asian brown skin tone, so it's not going to show up, you know, the same that we see in the palette. Just gonna kind of take this through here. Do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to go back in with the coral shade, back with, you know, using the same brush, just to kind of build the crease again. But I'm kind of liking where this purple is taking me. So. And I'm going back in with the purple from the Cam palette, just to reinforce the colour back in the crease here. I'm kind of really digging into the crease with that colour. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go in with that lilac shimmer from the Ken palette. Let's see if I can use a flat brush with it first and kind of see whether it's brush appropriate, or most, you know, shimmer shadows like this are kind of finger appropriate. So I'm just trying to pick up some of that lilac shade and just gonna place the shimmer. I think it's a finger one, so I'm gonna go in with my pinky and just pick up some of that shade. It's kind of like a topper consistency, really, actually, now that I'm looking at it on my finger. That purple shimmer has come out really well, but I think I actually want to go back in with the Barbie palette and use the hot pink to kind of merge the lilac pink and this purple together right in the center and see how that goes. I've just picked up some of the hot pink there. Yeah, I like how this is looking. It kind of merges the light into the kind of pinker shades. I mean, although that was purple, it does look slightly more pink on my eyelid. And this is obviously a very blue toned purple. And then I'm going back in with the lilac just to kind of make sure that it's blended in well with the pink. Just reinforce it where it needs to be. And just a touch with my finger again. And then we are going back in with a fluffy brush in with the purple shade first. I'm going to go back in with the coral shade. Back in with this camel tone shade. For the bottom eyelid, I'm going to go in with one of the jumbo eye pencils first. So I think, given that we haven't really used any blue, I'm going to stick with the pink. Just kind of put that on the waterline and slightly underneath, and then kind of smudge it out, I guess. It's a very cool toned pink. I don't know if you can really see there. It's not as vibrant pink as I thought it would be, like the packaging. It's slightly more muted. I'm just going to use this brush to kind of smudge out along the edge of the waterline. And then I'm going to just set that with the purple shade. Just going to use a slightly fluffier brush and kind of just really get in there. Just going to do a bit of cleaning up with the concealer brush. There's a little bit of kind of glitter that got down here. But funny enough, there's not as much fallout as I was expecting, which is great. I'm just going to clean up the edge here. I'm just going to go in with a bit of bronzer because I've had a look at the cheek palette and there is this kind of coral blush shade, but I don't think it would work as a bronzer. Yeah, it's kind of too peachy, so I'm going to go in with bronzer and then I'll come back to the cheek palette in a moment. So we've done the bronzer and everything, so we're going to dip into the cheek palette now. What I'm thinking is, so obviously the kind of obvious colour to go with would be the pink shade. So this purple pink shade, but I also want to try the coral shade, so I'm gonna dip into that. These pans are a little bit small, so you kind of need a tapered kind of blush brush like this is, you know, quite handy for that. You're not going to be able to get in with like one of those big fluffy brushes with that pan size. So going in with the coral shade first, focus it on the cheek of the apples of my cheeks. I don't know if anything is really showing up. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Can you see that showing up? So I'm just focusing that colour on the apple of my cheek because I do want to go in with the pink as well. So let's go in with the pink. I'm just getting rid of some of the colour there. There you go. I'm going to tap the brush just in case. It does seem kind of densely packed into the pan though, so I mean I'm kind of really tapping my brush in to get the shade onto the brush. I like that colour a lot. It's a very nice pink purple. It's not too kind of fair to the point where it's not going to show up on my skin tone, which is great. Not looking kind of like one of those white colours, like pale pastel colours. Sometimes some blush shades can show up very kind of pastelish on brown skin tones, which this doesn't seem to be doing, so I'm very impressed with that. A bit on the bridge of my nose. So I'm looking very nicely flushed there and quite fresh actually. Right, so next we've got highlight. Got my highlight brush here. It's a very kind of gold shade, and I'm wondering how that would look on fairer skin tones than me, whether it would kind of actually show up. Whoa, that is very glittery, very highlighty. Oh wow, is that like an overspray? Don't know. Maybe an overspray, is it? No, no. Okay, that is the highlights. I'm just gonna really kind of get this blended out because I don't like the way it kind of just picked up on the skin. Like on the camera it looks very nice, but in real life it's not looking so seamless. I think you just need to go in with a very light hand with this highlighter because it's definitely a lot more pigmented and shimmerier than I thought. Just going back in with the blush brush because I think it kind of took away some of the blush there. Slightest touch. And on the chin, and then a little bit on the cupid's bow. It's a very thin formula. I don't know how I feel about it actually. It seems to be blending out well, but I think my mistake was going in with quite a heavy hand on this side. So I think the key is just going with a very light hand to start with and figure out the formula before you do what I did and get panicked. But once you've kind of blended it out, it is looking very nice, very, very nice. I'm liking the way my face is looking a lot. This palette, I think I want to play with the highlighter a bit more, but I really like the blush shades. And now all we have left are the lip shades. I'm going to swatch the lip shades first before deciding which shade to go with. So I'll swatch the gloss first. Ooh, open that the wrong way. Yeah, that is a very fuchsia pink gloss. I really like that. Let's go in with Dream House Pink. So this is the matte lip cream. So this is Dream House Pink. It's got a slight purple tinge to it. So let's try the second shade, which is Perfect Day Pink. Oh yeah, that is a proper kind of pink shade. Kind of understand why they call it Perfect Day Pink because it's kind of like a muted pink. So I think I want to go in with the fuchsia pink. I'm gonna go all out today. Let's Barbie it out. I'm just gonna wipe off any foundation on my lips first, and then we can go in with the lip shade. I don't know how long lasting this formula is, so you may have to kind of carry this around, but I'll let you guys know. Kind of had to remove some of the product from the doe foot first, but I really like this doe foot. It looks like a normal doe foot, but it's actually very precise in the way it's applying the product, which is great because with this kind of a shade, especially if you're not going in with the lip liner, you do want a pretty precise applicator. I'm liking this a lot. I'm gonna have to probably carry this around with me just to see if I need to reapply it at all throughout the day. I mean, it does seem to be drying down on my lip and kind of, you know, melting into my lip. But at the end of the day, I don't know how long lasting this shade is. And to be fair, I haven't actually tried the matte creams the matte lip creams from NYX before, so I don't actually know how well the formula does in terms of lasting power and things. Application wise, I'm surprised. I'm very taken back because this is, I thought it was going to be patchy when I swatched it initially. I was like, oh no, this is going to be a patchy shade, isn't it? But on the lips, it seems to just mesh in so well. I'm very, very thoroughly surprised by that. I've got the option of putting the gloss on top of this, which I don't know if I want to do. Yes, why not? Let's do it. I'm just going to apply it with my finger. This gloss is pretty much a standalone product as well though, because you can, it's got a very opaque shade. It isn't one of those glosses that you know, have to apply on top of something. Completely messed up my lip lines, so I'm just going to sort that out. Give me a second, and I'm also going to get rid of these swatches just in case I get them over something. That's that. I'm just going to apply some setting spray. And then some mascara, and we are done. So as you know, at the beginning I said I wasn't going to use the false lashes, and with this mascara, honestly, I feel like you don't even need false lashes because it does the job for you. You can see how voluminous and lengthened it makes my lashes look. I've accidentally gotten some mascara on the top eyelid over here on this side, so trick is to let it dry, don't touch it. You can see how amazing my lashes look. I absolutely love this Fantasize mascara. I'm just gonna do a touch on the lower and try to not go in with a sort of a rough hand or a hard hand, because then it would look a lot like too much. Grabbing just a shadow brush or something, just make it on. I'm just going to brush my hair out very quickly and get some earrings on, and we are done almost with this glam today. I've never seen Barbie's earrings kind of up close on the dolls anyway, but I can't imagine her wearing anything big and heavy for some reason. So just these little tiny colourful hoops. And yeah, funny enough, my hairbrush is also Barbie pink, so that was not intentional at all. Just so happened that my mother-in-law bought me this hairbrush and it was Barbie pink. So yeah, right, so that is my hair all brushed out and makeup look done and outfit worn, jewelry in. I'm just gonna put earrings. I don't think I'm gonna really wear a necklace or anything, but if you do want to see the full kind of outfit on to see what shoes and things that I paired this up with, do head over to my Instagram. Everything will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me with this birthday glam get ready with me / Barbie product review, something that I've been meaning to do for the last however many weeks and haven't gotten around to it till today. Today was the day, my birthday, just to have a little Barbie moment, but I am very pleased with how the look turned out. The eyeshadow palettes were really good, lip products, can't fault them. Cheek products, very impressed as well. I think I still need to play around with the highlight formula, like I said, but it's looking fine now. But I think the initial reaction when I did put on a little bit too much, and I think it took a little bit of blending to get there. Go in with a very light hand to start with until you figure out the formula, and then you can kind of, you know where to stand with that. But I think I do want to play around with that highlight a bit more, and as well as the jumbo eye pens. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them. It's my first time trying out a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil anyway, and the colour payoff, it was, I don't know why I was expecting a little bit of a brighter pink than what we got. It was very kind of a muted baby pink. I don't even know if you can see it in my waterline. But anyway, yeah, I think the highlight and these pens I do need to play around with a little bit more before I kind of really decide how I feel about them. But that brings us to the end of this video. I need a sip. My beautiful husband bought me some sugarcane juice this morning with a bit of ginger, so that's what I'm sipping on. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for all your time and for joining me in this video, and I hope that you guys have a lovely day ahead, a lovely week, wherever and whenever you are watching this. I hope to join you guys soon again, and please do subscribe and like the video if you did like the video, and if you do like my channel and want to keep seeing more content from me. Lots of love and light to you all, and I hope to see you soon.